Live. Uh, all right. So, welcome to Hot Topics Talk Radio with the Dalai Lama. And so glad that he's allowing me to sit in because I haven't gone through his program, 30, 60, 90. What's up, Rollin G?
How's it going? How you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Like I said before we had gone on air, I thought to get some tea. It sounds like I'm going through puberty because my voice keeps cracking. But instead, I am settling on this right here.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm getting ready for my
big bottle of water.
What you drinking?
Water.
Oh, see, look, I got mine too. Oh my God. Trying to get ready for this 57th birthday. 57. Oh, wow. Yeah. Loving it. I am. Yeah, it's a blessing. It is a blessing. So welcome everybody to Hot Topics Talk Radio TV with Rollin D and I. Tonight's show, we're really hoping it will be fun. I'm sure it will, with the Dalai Lama. And this is on the heels of last week's show when the Dalai was laying out some dating profile programs for us to all take advantage of. So I saw before I say this, let me apologize. I'm not sure how my feed is coming through. I've been having some issues. And of course, always on the last show. But having some issues with my audio and video syncing. So hopefully it's coming through okay. But if not, then of course the show goes on. But tonight's show came on the heels of Rollin D posting to his Facebook page. And he had made mention that you shouldn't be ashamed of someone you're in love with.
Right.
But of course, I took it further. Why are you knowing that's not what he meant? But why would you be ashamed of the person that you're sleeping with? You know how people have those side pieces and they just want to sleep with you and they don't want to take you in public.
Right.
But, they'll lay you down in the bedroom, but they're ashamed to take you out. So that's what we're talking about tonight. Hey, Brian Chacon, good to see you. Always good to see you. I'm going to put his post up in just 2 seconds. I'm having all kind of damn issues over here. But Rollin G, now you had me rolling last week, right? And of course, I guess that's synonymous with the name Rollin. But you had me just falling out last week. I mean, I was so tickled. I was just tickled. So when we talk about this week's topic, and we're talking about, sleeping with someone and being in the bedroom with them, what is it that makes a person not, feel comfortable enough of taking that person in public or, dating them?
Well, it could be it could be a few things, Toni. And
okay.
As I get my notes here, let me see. I gotta pull it up. Wait.
Here we go.
Well, it could be a few things, Toni. I'm looking at bulletproof number one. Sometimes, some men, I don't say some, because I can't speak for all. I'm going to say some men, they feel that you're only good for the bedroom, and they wouldn't dare take you out in public, maybe because of you're not as attractive. That's usually the number one thing. You're not as attractive.
That's number one.
Well, I mean, it's different when you're in the dark and you're having sex with somebody versus when you go out in public and see them in the light, and it's like, oh, okay, am I doing this in the dark? But I mean, it happens. I mean, I've been guilty of that before, I must say.
Serious?
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm just kind of going off my own, situation here. I mean, I try to I mean, I don't want to speak for all the brothers out there because I know every brother's different. So that's why I said some. But a lot of times it's because of an attraction and maybe not as attractive. Number two reason could probably be because they have a wife or a serious relationship they're in, and they scared they may see somebody out in the public and they may get caught, or somebody may see them. So that's usually a kicker. And for three, me personally, I think it's like an ego thing. I mean, to know that, well, I got this one over here, I can do this over here. I think my post is more. I know you kind of spent it around, but I think my post is more geared to, if you're involved with somebody, not a side piece, but if you're involved with somebody like straight up, and you keeping them in the back burner, that was more like you shouldn't be, afraid, to show the person you with public. You shouldn't be afraid of that. You should be okay with that. Let the world see, who you're dealing with. I mean, I have no problem with that. I guess, now more than ever, I show more pictures of the woman I'm with now. I think a lot of people see now, like, okay, wow, okay, she's with him a lot now. Okay, we kind of see her more often, because I had one person ask me, well, what's she been on this time? I'm like, okay, she's been around for about 2 years now. But again, at first she didn't feel comfortable with all the attention, that I get on my page. So she was kind of like, but it took her a little time. Now she feels more comfortable now because she's secure. She knows she's secure in our situation. So she don't mind now me flaunting her around and showing the world she don't care now. She feels much more comfortable like that now. So that was the reason for my post, pretty much. It was for that reason right there alone. Was just, if you're involved with somebody, and you care about that person, I mean, there's no wrong with, expressing it. It shouldn't have to be expressed behind closed doors, or, you feel that, okay, well, I love that person, but I only want to love them, at home only. I mean, that was my whole reason for that post.
But let me ask you this question, though, because when you say you shouldn't be afraid or shouldn't be ashamed to love them outside, are you talking about public displays of affection? Because some people aren't comfortable with that.
Well, that's very true. That's very true. And I think that's something that could be discussed with, the person you're with. I mean, those things that usually come out. I mean, if you're doing something in public and they kind of push them back and, okay, that's a sign. That's a sign right there. If someone's not comfortable with public affection, that's a sign. But I don't know too many women that are, have a problem with a man that's showing them attention in the public. I don't know too many women that have an issue with that. They want to see that, have that affection, to know that, what I'm saying, not only it kind of gives them a kind of self thing, knowing where,
make them assured that this man
right.
is trying to be with them.
Right. Well, he ain't.
But you know what? I know several people. I know several people who don't believe in PDA, public displays of affection. And it's not that they are uncomfortable with the fact that the man is showing them love. They're showing them love outside and thinking that display should be kept on the inside.
Okay, well, I didn't say be humping them outside. I mean, or trying to, rub them down. I'm not saying do all that. I'm just saying, if you hug with the person, I mean, that's what I mean. I didn't mean nothing past that. Now, you got some folks, they need to get a damn room. That's a little bit overboard. But I'm just speaking on just simple things. I mean, just walk in, not walking, you walking over here and she walking way behind you, or you walking over here and she walking way on the other side. No, I'm talking about, as a unit, as a team, maybe hold hands here and there. I'm trying to keep my hands down, try to maybe hold, maybe hold hands, and so forth. And then just on a note like that, just to show that, I'm with this individual. That's all. Nothing more than that.
Oh, okay. And let me address Brian's comment in just a moment. Okay, so I don't know why I would be disqualified of, and I'm going to say this because I'm going to be totally honest, okay? Let me be totally honest. I dated this guy, and this was a long time ago, but I dated this guy, and I mean, everything was just on point behind closed doors, right? However, when we would go somewhere See, I'm a talker. I like to talk to people. And and he would always tell me, all you do is this. All you do is this. And I'm like, really? So it got to a point where he had told me, he says, you know what? You just need to kind of like not say nothing. And then he stopped taking me out because I would talk to people all the time. So, Brian, yes, I qualify.
That's right. I qualify.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. So anyway, you know what I forgot to do before we got going was to mention the sponsors. You better not yawn because you're going to make me yawn. That's how it starts. I see it looming. Come on, Dolly. We're sponsored by the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network, and the Hot Topics Talk Radio TV is sponsored by Shades of Africa in 2 locations in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. Also sponsored by the Urban Sentinel, our very own Mr. Reggie Kearney of Real World News TV. Also sponsored by who else? Oh, SPMG Media, Miss Gina Smith, as well as Miss Jamie E. of Ninth Island Cultural Club of Las Vegas. So, in your notes, Roland D, give me that first note. It was a bullet point. You said you had bullet points.
Right. Well, on what we just discussed, and you were saying what were some of the reasons of why a person would, do that. And the first one I was just saying is for a lot of times it's because maybe that person not as attractive, so they don't want to be out with that person like that, but they're good enough to be in the bedroom with that person, but not good enough to take them outside doors. I mean, I had a situation like that.
Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, I mean, why are they good enough to sleep with?
I mean, they may have some skills that some women don't possess. They may have a little extra, that some women don't possess. So therefore, you keep them around for that thing. Like again, the situation I was in, it was all like a little late night thing, like 1, 2 in the morning. It'd be, So
is that the only time you saw her?
Yeah.
How was she feeling about that?
I mean, she don't care. She was getting hurt. She don't care.
Really?
No, not that time. No. I mean, again, when you're younger, you take chances, you do silly things. I mean, you're younger. Then you got some folks to do it when they're older, but that was something I did when I was younger. I would never do nobody like that now because, again, everybody has emotions and heart. You never want to just, karma is the truth. And I think nowadays when you really think about karma, it makes you kind of pause in doing certain things nowadays. At least for me, it does.
Right.
I mean, I just thank God I never had to have no real karma really hit me hard, so I can really learn a lesson from. I just kind of stopped on my own before it actually happened. So, a lot of times. So
question then. Yeah, but question. So now that you've gotten older and you've matured a lot, you're in a good place. How do you feel about what we're doing? Is it okay?
I'm not gonna say it was okay, but I mean, I've moved on past it. I know I'm not that person anymore. But again, that person was just as satisfied. It's not like she left there unsatisfied. She was kind of satisfied too. I mean, so again, both people getting satisfaction. Some people don't care about not going out or doing. They don't care about going out or being seen. They just want that interaction that you have. If it's just good sex, I know people right now who would die for good sex. Who would love to just have good sex. That's it.
Just die for it.
Well, I know some women that got men that just want to have good sex and okay, bye, see you later. I know women like that. See, the roles have changed nowadays. If I don't know if people have noticed, but the roles have changed nowadays. The things men used to do back in 15, 20 years, now women are doing them now. They're the ones doing this and doing that. They don't care if you call them out their name or a hole, whatever you call it. They're going to get theirs and they'll keep it pushing. So I know a lot of women that's on that kind of page now, that's on that level now that do this. So it ain't just something the brothers are doing now. I know a lot of brothers who get their feelings hurt now. Who may get get the wham bam. Okay, bye bye. You can't stay overnight. You got to go. I mean, I've seen women, I've heard women putting men out in the middle of the night, 3 or 4 in the morning. The same way men to be like, okay, let me call your taxi now. You got to go. You can't stay overnight. You got some sisters out there doing the same thing. It's like the roles are reversed now, which I find very interesting. That's why I said back here, a year or so ago, I'm like, okay, I quit, because the game has changed so much now where you can really, as a brother, get your feelings hurt out here in these streets. I mean, it can come. It happens to the best of them. I've seen a lot of grown men shedding tears and tearing up. So it's happened to the best of them. So it's just best nowadays to treat people the way you want to be treated. And that's that. If you're not interested in a person besides sex, let them know that. You'd be surprised. Someone may feel the same way. If you meet someone, they be like, you know what? You're nice looking, but I don't want to have sex with you. Now, that's kind of blunt, but you'd be surprised. A lot of women will respect you for that. Like, you know what? Okay, at least he kept it real. He kept it real. I mean, he says all he wanted. Okay, that's all I want from you too. So, I mean, it's not safe, of course, because you can have a baby, contract, STD. Right. It's not safe, but that's what's going on nowadays.
You know what? I wanted to ask your opinion, because when you said that, it made me think of this question. With people now just being so free to just have sex and not the relationship, do you think people are more cautious about STDs?
Hell no.
Or you don't?
Because lust rules all. Some people can front and act like, I'm so safe. They lying. I've heard women say that for so long, and I'm thinking, okay, well, damn. They ain't saying one thing, well, I would never do this, well, I would never sleep. But they may not sleep with that person on the first night. But let it be you. They may just sleep with you, but they ain't going to do it with that person. I mean, it's just like, it's different terms for different people. If I was Denzel Washington or somebody that you found very attractive, you may think a little different. It means you kind of interact and you seen a little vibe there and we got the eye contact. You may think a little different with this Denzel, okay, or this person's got a lot of money. I mean, it's what's going on in our community, and that's why so many.
You think that has anything to do with people not? That's nasty.
So, that's
just because somebody has money or status, it means that they would not use protection.
Well, for the protection, I mean, again, it's easy to have a good night, and with protection than that early morning. Because what gets people nowadays is the early morning sex. So after you went all night long and you use this rubber and use that rubber, use this rubber, okay, all the rubber's gone. But then what about the next morning? I mean, it's like, if you bought a box of 3 and y'all using that whole night, y'all went at the whole night, all night long. But what about that early morning, like around 9, 10 in the morning, when y'all just rolling over and you want to get some more? You're like, oh, damn, I don't have nothing. I used them all last night. I mean, again, I can admit the things I've done in life because, again, I think the things I've done in life has helped people because I can always share freely of my mistakes. And can say, I've been there, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? I had a wild party, the night before, and then next morning, okay, I still want a little bit more, but damn, hey, we're human, we do things. I mean, I'm not gonna say this, I'm no saint. Yeah. I never act like I was and don't choose to be. I just like to tell it like it is. I mean, again, I know there's other brothers out there that's well, they can all act like, oh no, I use protection all the time. Okay. Everybody has slipped up once in a while. Once upon a time, everybody slipped up a little bit. I mean, they can say they haven't, but to me, I think that's a lie. But that's just my personal opinion. Because that was the case when they wouldn't be all the damn kids out here running around if everybody just used protection like that. If everybody used protection like they say they do, then ain't been no way to have all these damn kids running around 3 and 4 and 5, 6, baby. No. So, no.
Well, I mean, yeah. Man, that's just, it's dangerous. It's just dangerous. I was gonna say something. I'm thinking, no, you're right. It's dangerous. It's just dangerous.
It's dangerous, but it happens though, and I see it happening so much. It's not like it's a lie because again, the proof is in the numbers. Go to your local CVS or I don't know what you guys have out there in Vegas, but go out to your local little drugstore, go to the condom aisle, and look. I mean, you don't see no empty shelves. You don't see where you have to restock. That should stay stocked up forever. I mean, that should stay stocked up. And you're like, well, damn, why is this product ain't selling? You got all the other products selling in the aisle, but this one right here. I did a post on that back 3 years ago. I was like, I see why so many damn babies now. You got 3 or 4 or 5, 6 boxes on each row. You got the Trojan, the Magnums, the Light Glow, the Glow in the Dark. You got all that, man. But who's using them? Nobody. I mean, so.
Yeah. I'm having a little problem putting up the comments, but Brian Chacon, he just wrote a comment. He said he had one who straight told him, and we were talking about the women just wanting to have sex and just go. He said if we were going out but not going to bump and grind, then the hell with going out, because we started out just bumping and grinding. And I called myself switching things up.
Good point.
And that was her response.
Good
so
point.
Brian,
Thank you.
If you start out with just the bump and grind, that's all you think that they are worth?
Well, you heard what she said. I mean, the proof's in the pudding. Again, you may want to change something, but they may not be wanting to do that. Like, okay, we good. What we doing? We're good here, just doing this. I mean, we're good at just doing this right here. I mean, some women feel like that. I'm telling you, Tony, you'd be surprised. I mean, some of these sisters now, but it don't surprise me. I said, you may be surprised, but it'll surprise me because I see it. I see it. I'll be like, I mean, I travel from here, back and forth to Texas, back and forth to LA, Vegas, and I see it in all 4 states. It's no different. From Atlanta all the way there, it's no different. Everybody's on that same vibe, you know, especially when it gets cold. You know, everybody wants somebody to be next to, and a lot of times it's lust. Lust is the most powerful thing. And the reason why I say that, because I've looked at some women with that little look, and they don't look back, and it was just on. So I'm telling you, I mean, eye contact, if somebody really feeling you, and you're going to feel them, I'm telling you, I mean, I had the best of the best. I mean, you know, like I said, I knock on wood, because I only got 1 daughter, and I haven't had no STDs. I get my 6-month checkup, you know, every 6 months. So I knock on wood, but I think that I've made it through. That's why I kind of stand back now, you know, because once you've done something in life and you got away with it, you got to kind of have the sense to say, okay, enough is enough. Let me just chill out now. I have my time. Let me take a step back. And a lot of times people like to keep going. That's how they get caught up, because they want to keep going and want to keep going and want to keep going, and they don't know when to just say, okay, that's it, you know. So
Brian just said she told him that because she was a busy woman.
Okay, and again, Tony, that's a lie, because ain't nobody too damn busy. She ain't busy to have sex. So again, people use any kind of little excuse for anything. You can make time for what you want to make time for. Always know that. If anybody tell you they too damn busy, they telling a two-faced lie, because people make time for what they want to make time for.
So, Brian, you think she was lying? Because Rollin D said that was probably a two-faced lie.
I mean,
that she just wanted the sex and she used that as an excuse.
Well, too busy to go out. If he wants, to go out, come on now. Because again, you would think, okay, well, and I'm saying, Brian, okay, I'm gonna switch it up. I mean, you know, she's doing her little part, so I'm just show a little appreciation. I'm gonna take her out. And here's what she don't want to go out. She's too busy to go out. So it's like, really? So again, he has to take that for what it is. Okay, hell, fuck it. Okay, let's go keep doing what we're doing. Because again, you don't want to mess up your for show, you know, bring him out. Because see, with women, you can say one wrong thing and that just fuck up everything. So why fuck up this? I'm just saying, so why mess up?
Why gotta be just women? Men do it too.
No, I don't know too many men that's gonna say, "Oh, you said something to me, I ain't giving you no more now." Come on, Tony, who's doing that? Nobody. I don't know the men doing that. Brothers are gonna always dip in when they can dip in. They ain't gonna just say, "Oh, well, man, Tony opened her mouth. I ain't giving her no more dick now." I mean, really? Who does? Who says that? No man is not saying it. But women say something wrong or say something off the track. They be like, their whole mood just changed. Like, you know what? I got a headache now. Maybe can you go home? And you be like, well, whoa, we finna get in the bed. What happened? So again, you never want to mess up your for show running your mouth. That's a lesson I learned at about 21 years old. Shut your mouth, DeMarco. Just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. So if you're going to put your arm right here, you do a little rub, just go with the flow. Just go with the flow and don't fuck up. And don't talk too much. And voila.
All righty then. All right then. Yeah. So Brian did write back, and he said that he says that she was going to school. She was going to school and had a child, and she worked.
Oh, well, damn. Okay. Well, but she had time to have sex though. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you said okay. Out of the child going to work, going to school, but she made time to get that little nut off. She made time to make that happen. Now again,
say, yep.
Right. So I mean, she made time. She made time to make that happen. So again, you got to take the bitter with the sweet. Say, okay, you know what? Hey, no problem. We'll just keep going doing this, and that's good for the brother because again, hey, brother, you know in your mind that you tried to at least take the woman out the shore like she just not a booty call, but if she want to stay in that realm, let her stay in that realm. Don't force it. Never be the one who forces it. But to know that you did show that you were trying to go to, because see, sometimes women get scared too. Well, what are you trying to do? Take me out? Okay, what do you want to take me out for? He ain't been taking me out, so he want to take me out now? Okay, I've been giving him some, but what's the problem? Why would you think he's doing it? I mean, women think too. They be thinking in the back of their mind too.
Serious? You really think that
Toni,
women actually think
Toni,
that?
Let me reverse it. Let me reverse it. All I have to say this. All I have to say some. I don't have to say all because that's wrong. I've been checked by that many years ago. So I like to use the statement, some women think like that. And to further my analogy, Brian just confirmed that. So some women do think like that. So again, if you know that's the case, then go with the flow. Don't try to make it more than what it's not, because if she's feeling like that, then let her think like that. Okay, man, hey, she didn't want to go out, no problem. We just keep doing what we're doing. So therefore, Brian's a smart man because he'll never got to worry about that crap in the long run, talking about, so you just want to have sex with me, that's it, that's all you want, to sex with me? No, because he offered to take you out and do something else besides the sex day. So again, kudos to Brian because, I mean, he
said it did take the pressure off.
I know it did. Because again, you're gonna have, okay, here we go. This is a good analogy right here. 50-50. You have some women, like the one Brian had, that said, okay, no, don't worry about it. You have some women that are gonna be like, well, how many times you gonna just keep sleeping with me? We ain't going out. Okay, so again, you got the 50-50, so you got to decipher, okay, which side am I on? Do I got this 50 or that half over that? So Brian just looked up with one. I mean, let me tell you, Brian, I mean, hey, kudos you, my brother, because if you got one that just want to get down, hey, that's cool too. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. Only time it becomes something wrong is when people get too emotionally attached. With her, it seems like she wasn't emotionally attached. She was getting what she was needing to get. She was going to school, working, and taking care of her child. That's understandable, but she didn't want to be no committed. She could be in a situation where her baby daddy, who she had the baby with, probably scarred her. So all that she wants now is just a little bit of companion, a little bit of sex here and there, and that's it. But with no other attachments. See, you got to think. Women have those same issues like some brothers. I mean, some women have those same issues. Like, they be like, I know guys who use this, but I mean, I don't know how accurate it is. Oh, well, I just got a serious relationship, so I'm not really trying to get into nothing. That's just for them to keep smashing. I mean, I hate to give away the secret, but I mean, it is what it is. Some guys.
Women do that. Women do that. I talked to someone, it was, I think, yesterday, a woman, about tonight's show. And she basically said she didn't want a serious relationship, so the sex behind the closed doors was just enough.
Okay.
And I kind of looked at her, I'm like, really?
Toni, but we just said some. That's the point. That's my point. We already said some. That's the point. So that's two now. So the one Brian talking about when you talked to yesterday, that's two. So again, that's what my theory. I say some because you have some that think like that. So that's the reason why. I mean, you're kind of answering your own questions. You asking questions, but you're kind of answering them yourself because you're giving. People giving you examples. Brian gave you one. The person yesterday gave you one. So you got two examples of people saying, okay, I'm okay with that. And these are women. So what does that tell you? Exactly.
Well.
Exactly.
I guess it's just, probably because I hope so much more for us women.
Toni, what sweetie?
Maybe it's because I'm like old school and I'm just trying to, I know. You're shaking your head. I know. I'm pretty pitiful.
No, not at all. It's not that you're pitiful. It's that we live in a world now that things have changed. It's not that you're pitiful. You are in your values and your morals. That's understandable. But you can't be mad at the other women that's on something else. You can't be mad at them. Or you can say, okay, I'm not going to be a part of that group. I'm not going to be a part of that group. But what you do is your business, and you can't really knock a person for what they do.
No, I'm not doing that.
I'm sorry, you do is shake your head and say, okay, that's what you guys do, and I want to stick over here. But those women, what you're talking about, see, they getting theirs, though. They getting theirs. I mean,
So let me ask you this question. So how does that fall? He's so silly. So how does that fall into, say, the 30, 60, 90 program that you were talking about last week? Because that program, not the program so much, I think it was what was it called? Oh my God. Where you had, your draft picks.
Oh, well, in this case here,
is that the same thing?
Well, not really, because see, when you're doing a draft, these women that are in contention. Now, if they person want to have sex, okay, she ain't even in a rotation because she don't want to have sex. Okay, that's cool. That's a whole nother rotation. That's a whole nother rotation over here because she's not trying to be with you. The draft for women that that are interested in you, kind of interested in them. This case, if it's just sex, then she don't even she's not even on. She just, what's the word I'm looking for? Not the tryout. She just there. Because she not giving an indication that she's not really trying to, go there. She wants the sex. So again, don't want to mess that up. You want to keep that flowing. And you do that while you still doing your thing with your draft and getting the rotation down. And then, even when you get to your 1 or get to your 2 or get to the 3. Now, again, remember I told you last week, I said just because you're in a draft and you got a rotation, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're having sex with those people. I also told you when I was going through that, I wasn't having sex with those women like that. I made sure I clarified that. I wasn't necessarily having sex with those women like that. I wasn't doing that. Maybe 1 or 2, but not all of them like that. Maybe I lucked up with 1 or 2. Okay.
Right. So how did you keep the other ones off of you trying to have sex? Well, when you were sleeping with 1 or 2, didn't they want something other?
Well, because you're going with the flow. You're doing a woman. One thing I've learned about women in the last 7 years, when they feeling you and they want you, please, you don't got to do no. You don't got to know why no dying and take here. When a woman really wants it, and I didn't realize that until really to the beard thing kind of kicked off. I thought it was just a joke at first. I thought it was like a joke. And when I started meeting women about the beard, I'm like, yo, you're so sensitive with the beard. Oh, can I touch it? Can I rub it? And that kind of led to other things. So again,
serious?
Oh yeah, very serious. And not only just here in Atlanta, but in Los Angeles and in Las Vegas. I can never forget that night when I was out there visiting. Oh yeah, I will never forget. Me and my brother. We was at a lounge. And it's sad, but again, I'm not a saint. I use the platform to try to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and nothing but the truth. God help me. So I try to use the platform just to discuss certain things because these things I've done. I'm in Las Vegas having a good time, excellent time, and my brother was having a good time. My one brother went back to the room. My other brother, we hung out, went to this little hookah bar with some women who invited us. Okay, it's like 4 of them, just me and my brother. So we in the VIP, we chilling. We chilling, we kicking it. So the one chick, she was like, when we first met, she kept saying, your beard's so pretty, So next we keep drinking. Next she's sitting next to me. Next she's on my lap. By the end of the night, I was like, all right. By the end of the night, I went and got a room at the Rio. And I had a blast. We got a room at the Rio, and it was on. I'm just being real. So again, shit goes down. And I think about a beer. I was like all over a beer, but it's cool though because again,
that's what I was just thinking. All because of a beard?
Okay, Tony, but that's why I kept it so long. I'm like, damn. That's why I kept it so long. I'm like, okay, well, shit, I'm getting somewhere with this. I didn't really know what I had at first. I said, okay.
Well, it's shorter than it was.
Oh, yeah, well, I cut it. Well, yeah, I cut it. Well, I trimmed it down. And I'm finna cut it off right for my birthday. I'm finna cut it on my birthday. I mean, I'll be 43. I'm having my fun with it. I mean, I'm in a serious relationship now. So, I mean, I'm not here trying to attract another woman now. I can care less now. I mean, my mission is complete. I've done what I set out to do. So, you know, I tried something. I ran with it. And it kind of, I mean, I'm like, wow. And I thought I was dreaming because it's like the woman, she was beautiful. I'm like, wow, why me? I mean, you know, why little on me? I feel special. But, I mean, again, I had a blast, though. I'll never get that night to real. I'll never get that night. I mean, that morning, we had breakfast, and we chill, and it was cool. And guess what? I still, no, well, let me not say that. Okay.
Why? Go ahead. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, one thing I will say, I was still friends with that person after the fact. So we'll just know, wham, bam, okay, see you next, I mean, we still remain friends. You know, I mean, after the fact, but I ain't been back to Vegas since you saw me last, so you know how that went. So I ain't been back to Vegas, you know, so that was something that just happened there. But to understand that how things happen, they can happen like this, over just like that, it can happen. I mean, I've been there, even in California. I mean, the weirdest shit has happened to me. I mean, you know, only about when I'm in California, I be having to be extra careful because women out there, they have to set brothers up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you might be somewhere in somebody's house and they husband walk in. You be like, what the hell is going on here? Well, me and him got into an argument. Okay, well, you say he still lived here. I mean, or you just say he was still in the area. So, yeah, I've been in some crazy situations too. But again, I just knock on wood that I was able to get my way out of it and see my way out of it. I'm blessed to be at 42 to be able to tell some of these stories, you know, that of my past. It's no shame, you know, in my past. I mean, it is what it is. I know where I am now in life. But again, these are situations that's happened in my past. And I say all this to say, you'd be surprised at things that can go down. Now, you have some people that I'm like, oh, Tony, no, not me, Tony. No, I would never do that. But again, I'm not speaking to those people because the other 50% of people are doing that shit. They may not even comment. They might be sitting back, oh, boy, he telling some truth there, girl. Ooh, I'm not commenting. He might be telling some truth. And I know it's the truth.
Okay, so wait. So Brian said that, and I'm sorry I can't even put the comments up. I can't even put our banner up. That's crap. Anyway, so Brian says that, like when we were talking about your beard and how women were attracted to the beard, it happened for him the same way when he was wearing locks. Right. Well, I have to say this. I do have to say this because you know what? I love a man with some nice locks. OMG. That is the biggest turn on to me. It really is. So now I said it. All right. I'm a sucker for locks.
Well, no, you're not the only one. I know a lot of women that love locks. I had long hair all the way down here. My shoulder, I had long hair. And when I lived in Vegas, I had long hair. And again, oh, your hair's so pretty. Oh, can I braid your hair? And people were running heads of my hair. And oh, it's so nice and wavy. You might have a ponytail. Oh, it's so nice and wavy. I mean, I'm telling you, it's the most silliest shit. But us brothers, we capitalized on that. Again, when the beard thing came, I thought it was just a joke at first. I said, okay, maybe I might be onto something. Because my ex, who argued me down, she just kept saying, why don't you grow a beard? I'm like, oh, my face be itching. I don't want that on my face. I hated beards. I hated it. I was never able to get it like to grow. And I was like, man, I'm not doing this. And then one day, I said, okay, I'll give it a try. Now, my same ex now, she already like, yeah, so you still got that beard now. But when we was together, you didn't want to grow your beard. But now you just going to flaunt it now that we ain't together no more. But when I was thinking about the beard. So, you know, again, she put me on with something. I have to thank her after, 2 years. Like, okay, you was right. It is what it is.
But she's mad. She's mad.
Well, because again, when she was telling me about doing it, I was like, I'm like a beard. I'm like, hell no, I ain't putting all that shit in my face. I mean, this is me talking down on it. Like, beard, no.
Right.
Not knowing that not knowing once you get it trained and get it groomed and get it trained, Your face won't be itching. If you wash your when you take your shower daily, you gotta wash it daily. Like ain't that you washing your body? You gotta wash it daily, condition it, moisturize it. I got coconut oil. I got the aloe vera oil. I mean, I use different ingredients. I got shea butter I use and massage. Even before the show tonight, I'm in there like this. Before the show tonight, I'm in there like this. When you text me, I'm like this tonight. I was in there, getting it all nice together, combing it, to make sure, even though when I'm doing something like this, the girl be like, "Oh, girl, okay, you see Tony co-host with that little beard, girl, okay." You never know, so I always make sure. I try to make sure me and I
No, just hold on. Ain't nobody supposed to be looking at you like that right now.
Well, Tony, I always try to keep my appearance.
I'm like, look.
Well, I don't know who's watching this.
I'm being guarded. I'm guarding some shit right now.
I don't know who's watching this. So therefore, at all times,
that man right there, him, taken.
Oh no, okay,
he's got a nice woman.
Oh no, doubt.
So don't think you can like come up and all in here and try to take that one right there.
Well, that wouldn't. I'm not worried about nobody. I mean, because right now nobody can even. She's on top of the list. I mean,
because I'm like, I'm her cheerleader right now.
Oh yeah. So ain't so funny.
I'm just saying that.
So funny. A lot of women root for her too. A lot of women root for her. My brother.
Oh yeah.
My brothers. My brother. My parents. My cousin. I mean, a lot of people like her because they're like, man, D, we ain't never seen you nothing serious where you just really displaying all this display. Because my ex didn't get as much airtime. She didn't get as much airtime at all. I wasn't taking her like,
wow.
This girl go to every football game with me, every tailgate.
Yeah.
And she go to every, she at, so we do everything.
Yeah. Good. See, that's what it's about. That's
right.
What it's about.
But that doesn't mean, okay. And I'm glad you brought that up because I think sometimes and this may be another show for next year. A lot of times we get into relationships, we let ourselves fall off. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. I told you what I did before the show, and you're like, "Well, no, but you still got to make sure your appearance and that you're still taking care of yourself."
Of course we do, but I'm saying, I'm just guarding.
Oh well, you don't got to worry about
gatekeeper.
that. I mean, no, you don't got to worry about that. There's nothing popping like that. Trust me. I mean, I live in Atlanta now. Unless somebody watching in Atlanta, that's a different story. But if you're in California or in Vegas, I mean. There's no justice,
Oh my God!
Brian said he'll grow his beard back.
Yeah, Brian is just being bad. He's being bad.
You'd be surprised, man. Because I laugh now when I'm out in the public now, Tony. Everybody in my got a beard now. I have to be like, that's why I'm finna cut mine. I'm like, okay, everybody got one now. So when I grew on mine, and when I got it, everybody was a rocket beard.
I didn't see nobody with beards when you started growing yours.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Now everybody got them now. Now everybody growing them now. So I'm like, okay. Like long hair. When I used to have long hair, I said, okay, now everybody got braids. You got little kids. I'm like, okay, let me cut this shit off. That's not cut my hair. I'm like, okay, everybody got braids now. Like, little kid. I'm like, okay, this just, you had guys switching and twitching. Like, hey, I got me some long hair too. I said, okay, this is gonna be ridiculous now. So that's why I just cut mine. The same as the beard. I give it to March. I said my birthday I was gonna cut it. My birthday. Now here's something funny, Tony. Now here's something funny. I want to cut my beard. My girl, she telling me no. Why you don't cut it? She don't want me to cut it. So I'm just like, okay. I'm like,
so what you gonna do?
I don't know because my barber, everybody's saying the same thing. Like, nah, man, don't cut. I'm just like, because I've had it. I mean, it's fun, but I'm just, it's not too
much.
Well, it's not too much. I mean, but still after a while, me personally, I get tired after a while. Like, okay. When I started seeing everybody with it, I said, okay, I want to be different. So I went back to my little gold tee, my little clean gold tee, to rock that. I mean, because I had fun with it. I can honestly say I got stories about the beard. So I can honestly say, okay, I had fun with it. Now that I have my fun and I'm
So give me one story that was really fun.
Well, the Vegas was there. That was top of the damn list because that was key.
You were acting up.
That was key.
You were acting up.
That was key right there. I mean, it was crazy because, again, I think that was the first time things moved that quick. Before it was like, it started conversations, but this started a conversation that led to us going somewhere else, that led to us spending the night together. So I'm like, whoa, okay, we kind of went from first, second, third, fourth, fifth. We were shifting gears real quick. So
all in a couple hours.
All in a couple hours. So, that's the best story I can.
I know people are probably wondering, what the hell are they talking about? The topic is supposed to be, whatever. But we've digressed. We do it a lot. Okay. That's the point of having conversations. They don't always stay where they're supposed to stay. No. But we are, where are we? We're almost at that time to go. I can't believe it. We've got 10 minutes left. But we do welcome your comments. Give us your comments. Tell us what you think about the show. And I just want to remind people that we will be on hiatus between this show. This show is our last show for 2017. So we are going to be out until January 2018. But you are welcome to go to our website at Hot Topics Talk Radio or on YouTube. You can catch some of the shows on YouTube while we are on vacation, because we don't want you to miss anything. We want you to catch up and see what we've done in the past shows. But again, Hot Topics Talk Radio, this is our last show for the year, for 2017, and we'll be returning in January. So just keep an eye out on your Facebook so that we can send you notification and indication as to when we are coming back. So I just want to say that if we have missed you or you plan on leaving the broadcast right about now, but thank you if you are. Thank you for everything that you have done and been to us throughout the 2017 season. And we will look for you to join us in 2018. So Brian was saying, it's a lot of work. But Brian, you got to grow the locks back, baby. You got to grow the locks back. Oh,
that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
I love some locks. Oh my goodness. I do. I really do. It's just something about it.
That's a lot of work right there. I've had them. I've had a lot. It's a lot of work. And you can't pay me to do it again.
I just think, you know what? Well, hell, we walk around and getting our hair all weaved and crocheted and braided and all these damn permed and all this other shit. We do it so that we look good for the men.
Yeah, and how does that turn out for some? Because I know a lot of women. I'm just saying.
I'm just thinking. We go to the beauty shops. We do go to the nail shops. We do all these different things.
And out of all that, some women still don't get no date. So they go through all that, sitting in the chair for hours and dozing off, and while somebody pulling their hair, they dozing off, and they go through all that. So, I don't know. Women go through a lot to get, but I can't front because, again, I've been there. I'm at the barbershop making sure, because, see, again, once you start getting the attention, it's kind of like an addiction. Like, okay, well, damn. I was at the barbershop every 3 or 4 days. They niggas like, boy, man, you love me. Hey, man, I need a little lineup, man. Make sure I keep talking. Because, again, when I used to go places, I used to get so many comments like, ooh, your beard is so nice. Can I tell? I was going to be at Walmart, Target, Mickey D's, Burger King, Popeye. It didn't make a difference. Wherever I went, it was just like, ooh, it's nice and groomed. Even on Facebook, I took a few pictures and they were like, ooh, I'll just leave the barbershop. I'll be like this. Selfie, selfie. And just to see what people think, just see the response from people. And when you're getting 400 or 500 comments or, responses off of a beard, you hit something. You did something right. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm on to something.
Wow.
The first it started on the internet. I said, okay, I'm getting comments like this. Let me try this in public. So while I'm public, I'm like, oh, what I got here? Okay. okay, what I got here? So I went to the beauty supply. So I get oil, sheen. I got the little shea butter. I got the little beard oil. I started getting all the ingredients I need to keep it looking, you know what I'm saying, presentable. So you keep getting those compliments. I mean, so I will say some of those brothers, we go through some things too, try to keep ourselves looking a certain way because we want the compliment. The same way a brother be like, oh, Tony, you're looking very nice today. I like your hair. It's cute. You know, you like that. That makes you feel good. That makes you, that brings that glow.
That's why we do all of those things. It's not so much as because we want to get a date. Hell, I do all those things and I haven't had a date in so long. So shit, I just gave up on all that.
Well, we never give up. You just never give up.
I mean, not give up, but I'm saying that's not why I do it. I think it makes me feel good.
Well, that's good. Well, that's the start.
When I'm keeping myself up. And that's just the way I grew up. You know, my mother had always said a woman should always be a woman, be a lady, you know, do the things that make you feel pretty and look pretty. So that's just the way that I grew up, you know, so I primp. I can't help that. I can't help that. So we are getting down to about 5 minutes left of tonight's show. And tonight we were talking about sleeping with people behind closed doors. We then ended up somewhere else, of course. That's the way it goes around here. We can't help it. But tonight's show and all of stop rolling. So tonight's show and all of the shows under the Hot Topics Talk Radio Network is sponsored by Shades of Africa in 2 locations in the city of Corona and in the city of Long Beach. Also sponsored by SPMG Media, Ms. Gina Smith, as well as Mr. Reggie Kearney of Urban Sentinel. And also, last but certainly not least, Miss Jamie E. with the Ninth Island Cultural Club of Las Vegas. For more information regarding our sponsors, head on over to our website at hottopictalkradio.com. And remember that by mentioning Hot Topics Talk Radio Network, the stores in Corona and Long Beach at Shades of Africa, you'll receive 15% off your purchase. And as always, Shades of Africa for the mind, body, and spirit. Oh my gosh. So Rollin D, what plans do you have? Because I know we're getting close to ending it. What plans do you have for the holidays?
I'll just spend time with my daughter, you know, and we may go do a few things, ice skating. I want to take her to the ice skating range a bit around the corner from my house. Take her ice skating. She tried to ice skate. I used to ice skate when I lived in California, so take her ice skating and probably do a little shopping. But nothing major. I'll be in town this year for the holidays, so nothing really major.
Okay.
Spend time with family.
Good. Yeah. Good. Well, I'm hoping you have a wonderful holiday, but I'm sure that we'll be speaking because, of course, I might need some advice from the Dalai Lama. You're my new guru, so I'm sure we'll be talking, of course.
Oh yeah.
And every now and then I might post a video or two during our time off just to say hello or whatever. But I'm just gonna, you know, what's weird is that we do need the rest when we in the shows, you know, for weeks or two. It's funny how we want the rest. We need the rest. But then when we're not on, have you ever had that strange feeling like, dang, now what do I do? Because we're used to being on every Wednesday night.
Well, yeah, because it becomes a part of your schedule. It becomes a part of what you do every week. So, yeah, I mean, like now Wednesdays when I get off at 11, it's like, okay, you know, I can either get out or because Wednesdays is my Friday. So that's my Friday.
Right.
You know?
Right. So now everybody is now starting to join in. Let's see. I've got comments. I can't put your comments up. I'm not sure why they're not coming up. Hey, Miss Yolanda Lee. Miss Yolanda Lee is saying hello. Good to see you. Also, Monique Woods. Oh, she's asking me, what about me? What am I going to be doing? Is that what you're asking me? I'm going to be really not doing a whole lot. I'm just going to start preparing the shows and stuff for the coming year for 2018. Because even though we'll be off for a couple of weeks, it's not really a lot of time, and we've got to jump back into schedule at the first of the year. And also next week, I'll be celebrating my 57th birthday. Yay! Hallelujah. So as you can see, I have been drinking my wine. That's what I'm doing now, and that's what I plan on doing throughout my birthday. And I might switch up to a little tequila between now and next week for my birthday. But I'm not doing much, just, hanging around home, getting some work in, and some rest. Hey, cousin Denise, good to see you. Happy holidays to you, my love.
Happy holidays, Denise.
She says, I know. I miss you guys up there in San Francisco. So I miss you guys up there. Just give everybody my love and send them all my best from me and from Rollin D.
Yes.
Because my family is Rollin D's family all the time. All the time. All right. So we're here at that mark, Rollin D. Look up, say goodbye to everybody. It's been a great year. It really has.
Yes.
It really has been a good year. So I just I want to say thank you to everybody who has been such a strong support for what we do. Thank you, Yolanda Lee. Thank you for the birthday wish. But you guys have been such a strong support of what we do throughout this last year, and even from beyond that for the last 7 years. And it takes a lot to do these shows, but it's well worth it. It is so well worth it. We come here not just because we like hearing ourselves talk or we like being on camera now. We come here because we think that we are providing something that is special for those who are listening in and for those who are watching now. And what these shows do for people each week over the past 7 years is that it gives them somewhat of an outlet. And it also provides them a platform to be able to share their ideas or share some of the things that they've gone through. Because whatever these people are sharing, believe it or not, it does help those people. And so we come here every week to do this for the love of people. And to be able to not only, provide information, but to have fun with providing information. And it's always a way that we can continue the dialogue. And I think that that's part of what has been missing in the age of technology with cell phones and texting and all of these different things. But I want to thank everybody for sitting in with Rollin D and I over this past year, because it has been a blast. We've gained some new listeners and watchers or viewers, and we've held on to the ones that we've had before. So we do offer our complete thanks, our complete love, and we send you all of our love and our prayers during the holiday seasons to you and to your families. All right. I think that's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow, this is strange.
Most important, be safe out there while you're holiday shopping. I mean, be safe out there. If you're going shopping, make sure you keep your bags in your trunk, and when you're going home, make sure nobody, just always keep you looking in your rearview mirror. You never know who may be trying to follow you. Just gotta be careful. There's so much going on in our world now. We gotta be careful and definitely, stay prayed up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Rollin D, it has been a blast for 2017. I, of course, will talk to you before the year is out, because, I got to get my Dalai Lama advice for the new year. Yeah. I almost hate to say goodbye. Oh, my God. All right, you guys, everything you've done, we appreciate it, and we love you so much. Just stay in prayer, like Rollin D says. Pray for one another. Pray for yourselves. It's greatly important. Carries us a long way, doesn't it? All right. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to switch everything off, but make sure that you come on back tomorrow night for Man to Man Radio, who will also be doing their last show of the season with Richard Hall and Chris Smith. Funny guys, you will laugh. Trust me. I don't think they have a bit of sense either. So come on back tomorrow night, because you know what? Dolly and Richard and Chris, they're pretty much neck and neck right about now. So come on back.
I'll be on the go on Thursdays. I'll be on the go. I'll be want to catch it so early. I'll be out and about. You guys, I want to catch it.
You know, they the biggest fools. They really are. I sit behind the controls just dying. So come on back. Rollin D, if you can catch them, do so.
Yeah, I definitely need to, man. I've been trying to do that for the last 2 or 3 months now. I've been trying to get catch up.
Catch them on YouTube. Catch them on YouTube.
Oh,
everything is on YouTube. Yeah. So that's to the listeners too, or the watchers, or the viewers. Everything that we've got going on right now is on YouTube. So if you've missed anything, and if you miss us during the holiday season, pull us up on YouTube. I am sure you will laugh. Make sure you go back and listen to last week's show. Rollin D. I'm still cracking up. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here. We love you. And again, be safe. And all our prayers, thoughts, good wishes, holiday wishes are with you. You guys have a good night. God bless. Mwah.
New Year. And Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year, everybody. Merry Christmas. I'll let you know when we're clear. Still not clear.